So, a couple of days ago, November 28th to be exact, voice actor and actor Danny Wells passed away at the age of 72. Although he's had quite the prolific career, spanning several decades in shows like Happy Days, The Jeffersons, The Greatest American Hero, I think he will always be remembered as playing the role of Luigi from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. That being said, with Captain Lou Albano passing away a couple years ago and Danny Wells passing away just a couple of days ago, that means that both the first portrayals of the Mario Brothers have passed away. So it's pretty goddamn surreal, to say the least. And not to diminish or make fun of Danny Wells by saying this, but I find it pretty ironic that, seeing that this is the year of Luigi, it's pretty ironic that the year of Luigi ends with his first actor dying. That being said, I wanted to take this moment to reflect on some of my fondest memories regarding Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Now, I know that Captain Lou Albano has done other things besides that show, and I know Danny Wells, as I said before, has done other things than being Luigi. That's what I remember the most as from my childhood, so that's what I'm going to stick with. Now, I was born in 1988, so I guess technically that makes me an 80s kid, but I never really experienced anything until the very early 90s, when I was starting off when I was 4 years old, and so on and so forth. So the Super Mario Bros. Super Show actually came a couple years late in my childhood, when it was aired on the Family Channel, which is now ABC Family. And every day when I went to school, my mom would always record on VHS tapes, of course, would always record Super Mario Bros. Super Show on ABC Family right alongside the all-new Popeye Hour, which was the Hanna-Barbera Popeye that was aired in the 70s, 80s, somewhere around that time. And of course I would come home and I would watch it, and then the process would start anew. And I still have the VHS tape that all these episodes were on. So I think it was like 6 hours, at least 6 hours of content on these VHS tapes. And she would also do the same with Pokemon in the late 90s, and Looney Tunes around that time. And my mom never missed a beat on those cartoons, man. Hell, she liked them just as much as I did. And we even have the X-Men cartoon on the VHS tapes that I still have. So basically, fast forward to the mid-90s with Super Mario Bros. 3 being in the picture. Now, I know it's not the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and Captain Lou and Danny Wells have long since quit the series, but I wanted to be Mario one year for Halloween in school, and the year after that, and the year after that. And I was Mario for Halloween for, I think, if I can remember correctly, 3 years in elementary school and a couple years in middle school. And this was my first Mario hat. This was the Mario hat that my grandma and my mother made me. It doesn't fit my head anymore. Well, it barely does. I kind of force it on there. But yeah, this was the first ever Mario hat that I ever had for a Mario costume. And it doesn't fit me anymore, but I kept it as a, I don't know, I guess a relic of the past to reminisce on. Fast forward to high school. One year, I for the annual Lance Cruz High School talent show, I might actually show this at one point because I still have the videotape for it. I did Numa Numa because a couple of my friends said, "Dude, you look like that one guy from the Numa Numa dance." So I said, I laughed and I said, "Dude, you should do it." And they were joking, but I actually did it and won $50. The year after that, for the next year's talent show, I did a dance routine called Fads. Now, basically, this was all the internet memes from that particular generation molded into a dance routine. So you had all your bass, you had Drop the Bomb. I came out. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. And here it is. How I started my routine was I came out through the curtains wearing this shirt to Real American, and I cut it down the middle and secured it with Velcro so that I can do this. And one of the songs, in fact, this is how I ended it. I ended it with, I ended my routine, my talent show audition. Well, not audition, my talent show skit with Do the Mario. And I, swing your arms from side to side while wearing that stupid fucking shirt. And then I ended, just like that. Da, da, da. Silence. Applause. I didn't win that year, but it was still a really fun thing to do. And fast forward to now. And I have both DVD sets of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, worth every single penny. The only thing I didn't like is that they replaced the licensed music tracks with stock music, which, on one hand, I understand why they did that, so they wouldn't get sued. But on the other hand, it just makes everything lifeless. You know what I mean? Like the Pied Koopa episode where they made instruments out of fucking plumbing utensils and pipes. It was fucking Ray Charles Hit the Road Jack, and then now it's just like this stock fucking music from Super Mario 3. And in that one episode, what was that episode? Where they went into that blatantly stereotypical Japanese town. Not Koopzilla. This other one where, Koopa is in like samurai paint and shit, and and the Mario Brothers have to learn this kung fu technique from an old wise, a wise kung fu expert who looks like he was drawn by Osamu Tezuka, but sounds like a racist white guy stereotyping a Japanese man. And they had a fight scene where it was kung fu fighting, and it was a really good rendition of it. But in the DVD, they changed it to this stupid fucking stock music, and it just sounds horrible. And finally, The Next Generation. This is one of my niece's favorite show. I showed her this show when she was 3. She's 4 now, and she loves every minute of it. It's one of her favorite shows, and Wreck-It Ralph is one of her favorite movies. And every once in a while, my brother will come over and ask to borrow these. To which, of course, I say, sure, sure, you're more than welcome to. And it just fills my heart with joy seeing the next generation of nerds enjoy really old-ass shows like that. So to close, I don't care how corny you think the show is, I don't care how stupid you think it is, this shit was my childhood. And as such, when I found out that Danny Wells passed away, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't stop sobbing. He along with Captain Lou Albano, played childhood heroes of mine. You can't fault me for getting emotional about it. Especially when I was so invested in that show and in that series at such a young age. Hell, I still am. I still fucking love Mario. Anything that Mario comes out with I go crazy over. Even really stupid shit, because it's Mario. I was a Mario kid. I mean, I did get a Sega Genesis when I was younger from my aunt from Japan, Aunt Sachiko. Actually, you know what? It wouldn't really be a Genesis now, would it? It would be more like a Mega Drive. But I did get a Sega Genesis, but I played my Nintendo shit a lot more, and as such, I'm a Nintendo guy. You know, I love Nintendo, I love Mario, I love anything that Nintendo comes out with, and, you know, that might make me biased, but, you know, it's what I like, and one of the things that I liked was this show right here, and I am not sorry. I am unapologetic. If you don't like this show, that's fine. You know, it's not your bag, but I absolutely loved it. From the moment I got interested in, from the moment I got my first Nintendo game to now, I just love this show, and I love this series, and I love everybody who takes part in it. And as such, I gotta say, Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells, you will be missed by not just people my age that grew up with that show, but fans yet to come. And the year of Luigi will never fucking end. Every day is the year of Luigi. And I just realized how fucking corny that sounds, but I don't care, you know. These guys were my childhood, so rest in peace, Captain Lou, and rest in peace, Danny Wells.
Come on now, just like that.